How's it going?
All right, what do you want?
So I pulled you over because the registered owner of this vehicle comes back, shows that they have warrants.
Stick your head in there, see if you can smell weed.
Need something to do? I know you want to hit me, go for it.
All right, folks, welcome back to Art at the Law. We have a traffic stop video for you. In this video, this cop pulls over Eric Allred for a traffic violation. He says that he fails to yield or move over when passing the cop's stopped vehicle with activated lights. The cop initially stopped Eric because the vehicle's license plate came back with warrants associated with the name Eric Allred, and he wanted to confirm Eric's identity. Eric refuses to provide his ID and requests to speak to a supervisor, claiming he's being profiled. During the interaction, the cop mentions smelling marijuana coming from Eric's vehicle and expresses concerns about a firearm. Eric continues to refuse to provide ID, and there's a discussion about the legality of the stop and the reasons for it. Eventually, the conversation ends with the cop issuing a citation for the failure to move over or slow down when passing a stopped emergency vehicle. This is what happens when you hire bored cops with nothing better to do than to pick on the people. You give a person a gun and a badge and you make them believe that everyone should just comply, but what you don't do is train them or teach them on the people's natural rights. That's right, folks. You won't find one video on the internet of a cop that gets sworn in where he actually knows his oath. That is a massive hoax perpetrated on the American people. I think it's time we record every police interaction that we see. If you guys have videos you want us to look at, send them to recordpolicenow@gmail.com. Give us as much information as possible. Let's watch this video. I'll put Eric Allred's channel link in the description and in the pinned comment. Let's get right to it, folks.
So I'm just gonna confirm that if that's you or not. So, do you have okay. Do you have your license with you?
I do.
Okay. Can I see it?
No.
This is the lawful stop, sir.
Is it?
Yes.
What's that? Lawful stop all about again?
What?
What is that? Lawful stop.
Sir, I can't hear you.
You profiled me is what you did, and you're telling me I have warrants?
No.
Supervisor down here. Supervisor.
Okay. All right. I need your ID.
No, you're not getting it. Articulate a crime I've committed.
It's sir. The
Sir,
registered
don't
owner of this
sue me.
vehicle.
Serious.
Okay.
I live for this shit.
Okay.
Supervisor.
Okay. All right. I'll get him out here. Okay.
Hurry up.
All right. Hey, Sarge. I'm on this stop right in front of dispatch. This guy is, he very much wants to speak to my supervisor. He thinks I'm profiling him. So yeah, he won't give me ID, nothing like that. So I'm smelling marijuana coming from the vehicle. I stopped him because I ran the plate. He blew by me after that last stop I had, so I ran the plate, and it comes back to Eric Allred, and there's a million Eric Allreds with warrants. So I said, I'm verifying that, if this is you or not, and so that's what I've got. Okay. Thanks. All right, Sergeant's on his way, okay?
Why isn't he here?
You can't just appear like out of nowhere. So, when you drove past me after I had that traffic stop back there, you blazed past me. I ran your
past you.
yeah.
Blaze past you.
Yep. So I ran the plate on this vehicle. It comes back to Eric Allred, who has warrants. I'm going to make sure that this isn't you.
That's me. That's me. Let's go.
Do you have warrants?
You're saying I do. I guess I do.
There is a lot of Eric Allreds out there. I'm trying to verify if this is you or not.
Your radio in the place you got me. So if you're saying I have warrants,
Okay. Do you have your ID with you? Okay, let me see it.
I've already violated my Fourth Amendment.
Okay.
Right? You're working on the First and the Fifth and the Sixth, and I'm not going to help you.
Okay.
I like the fact that this guy tells the cop he's not going to help him with his investigation. Keep in mind, though, folks, that if a cop articulates a reason for the traffic stop, even if he's lying, you might want to give up your driver's license. These cops will use discretion to arrest you and use brute force to make you comply, even if it means they have to kill you.
Still can't get ID from him. So
Okay. You can't smell weed though.
So I pulled him over, pretty much what we were talking about yesterday. He flew past me after I had to stop.
You don't have marijuana on you?
Ran the vehicle. There's an arrow all red that comes back with a ton of warrants. He won't give me his ID. I feel like I can smell weed right now.
Whoa, did you hear what this cop just said? I feel like I can smell weed right now. Well, what is it? Did you or didn't you? What's with this I feel like I can smell it nonsense? That's verbal diarrhea.
And shot the same way. So the other side. But I just can't get any ID out of him. And according to him, I violated all of his rights.
Okay. So do you have identification on you? Okay, but he needs to have your identification. From my understanding, yes. Tell him what crime he committed.
For the warrant?
So did you move over when you? Did he move over, slow down, and any of those?
He didn't slow down. He moved over, but he flew past me enough to get my attention.
Okay.
So then that's when I ran his plate, and then now I'm trying to verify.
Okay, so that's the crime he broke.
This is why nobody trusts cops. They all back the blue. They lie, and supervisors are worthless. They're supposed to come out and assess the situation. Instead, they just come out and reiterate the lies and justify bad behavior. I truly don't understand why people are still paying taxes. Can somebody please explain that to me?
So, failure to yield.
You're alleging infractions? What crime?
Failure to yield.
Failure to yield.
Failure to move over for these.
Failure to kiss your ass. Oh, and I blew past you?
Okay, Eric, so
Unbelievable. Well, let's see these warrants. Come on, let's go.
well, we need your
Pull
ID.
me out. Come on.
So I'm gonna have you step out, Eric, because you
No,
got a
you're not.
gun.
I'm not stepping out. I don't feel safe. How about that?
Okay, well, we don't feel safe with the gun being right next
Well, then I'd like to be on my way and free to go.
to you. As soon as we make sure that you don't have
Make sure nothing.
Eric.
You say you smell weed? Get the drug dog over here so I can throw it in your face.
Okay, get the
Come
drug
on.
dogs. Step out.
So, Adley just said that about the gun. When I first pulled him over, he must have pulled over. Okay. So, let's say we get more people here, so I think we're going to go hands on.
You guys. We need something to do. Y'all know you want to hit me, go for it.
Absolutely not.
No, I see it, Jim.
Rachel. Joy. Seats. Seats.
My phone. Get off my phone. Get off my fucking phone.
Seats. Come here, Joe. Blake.
For what crime? Oh, no crime. Circus, get Jeff down here.
So he's just got that big pit bull in there that's trying to get out.
Okay.
And then
Well,
I have Joey's training stuff in that seat, so I didn't want him
okay.
going into that.
So you smell weed, I smell weed.
Okay.
So and then he's not identifying himself. So
And that,
Just 16, just 10 foot. We got one more that
do you want me to put her up?
yeah, but she ain't.
I just don't want that dog. Up. And then that firearm, when I first pulled him over, he had, did you see the stuff next to him?
Yeah.
Was completely covered.
Was that?
So
So here, run him.
price 120. I get 27.29 out of Utah. $1491-52099.
Keep your head in there, see if you can smell weed.
I'm smelling the dog the most when he moved at me, but
Yeah.
right before the dog moved at me.
He's just that
So as soon as I came up here, that was the first thing.
smell.
It's like as I'm approaching the vehicle, it's what I smell.
Yeah.
He's like, though, I don't like that gun.
No.
If you run triple I, see if he's a felon.
This is the first I've seen his ID.
You wouldn't get like his ID or anything.
Can I have him check triple I just for the fire?
Just tell him. Just tell him triple I. Nothing. Don't. You don't want nothing. Just triple I.
Price 120. Can you also check triple I? Yeah, the reason for a stop is if I'm sitting there getting off of a stop and I notice a vehicle, you know, if I... Go ahead. Negative. But if I notice a vehicle like that flying by
Yeah.
and then run the plate,
If your lights are still activated, it doesn't matter if you're still in the stop. Your lights are on, they have to significantly slow down or move over as far as possible.
So let's get a leash. Do you have a clip leash or is it?
I think I have a clip leash.
I've got that leather one.
Yeah, let's see that leather one. We'll get him out.
Front seat.
Oh, okay.
I locked it.
I got scared just for a brief second.
Couldn't see the
pulled off.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled off just so they could see all of our lights.
And then as I'm approaching the vehicle, I knew it was starting like this because he's flipping me off. Go ahead. Negative. Gun?
Are we smell weed? You can search it.
Okay. and another rifle though. So we've got all the ammo,
Well, if he's a restricted person,
so yeah, not him.
Make sure that it's not a felon.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, start writing him a ticket unless you're going to warn him.
Okay.
break it already.
Yeah. Of course, right now everything goes to.
Of course.
Computer's doing its thing. You saw the printer, right?
Yeah.
Already got the printer taken apart. Okay.
Hey, Rockstar, these handcuffs are hurting my hands. I cannot feel my hands.
Okay, they're coming off in about 1 minute.
No, that's not soon enough. I mean, I don't know what your problem is, dude, but I didn't blow past you. Your traffic stop had already left. Like, move to the left.
Yeah,
And slow down.
I'm not going to argue with you, man. I still had my rear lights on.
Reset.
What?
Well, I can't help it. You still got your lights on, dude.
Yeah. Can put it in his front seat. Failure to move.
Oh.
Well, it's move or slow down. Or move or slow down.
That's the key, is they have to slow down significantly below the speed limit.
Well, he just said it right back there. He was like, I don't know what your problem is. I was like, I still hadn't. He's like, your stop is over. I said, I still have my lights on. Well, that's not my problem. There. So. Before we take him out of cuffs, I'm just going to explain his ticket to him.
It's unlocked.
Okay. All right, Eric, you step out. Yeah, let me just explain your citation to you, okay?
Citation.
Yep. So, you're gonna have to take care of this within 14 days, but no sooner than 5. We'll do that at Carbon County Justice Court, which I've circled there. That's their address, that's their phone number, okay? So I just failed to move over or slow down for emergency vehicle.
Okay. Just like the car in front of me, and maybe the car behind me. Oh, don't worry, just don't miss court. I'll be there.
Okay. Is that for you?
Wanted a card.
I'm gonna go get mine.
It's easier to get that back.
Thank you for the help.
Yeah, no problem. Good job. He's the one that made it go to this point.
Thank you. All right, there's cards. That'd be me,
Okay.
Sergeant Hadley, and Deputy Noyce.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thanks.
Have a good day. Drive safe.
All right, folks, and here are my final thoughts. The outcome of the situation described in the conversation is that the officer issued Eric Allred a citation for failing to move over or slow down when passing a stopped emergency vehicle. Eric was informed that he needed to take care of the citation within a specific time frame, and he was given information about where to address it in Carbon County Justice Court. Ultimately, despite Eric's refusal to provide his ID and his desire to speak to his supervisor, he was cited for the traffic violation, and the conversation ended with the officer and Eric parting ways. This is what happens when you hire too many cops and they get bored. Why are there so many unsolved crimes? Why is it that I cannot watch one episode of Cold Case Files without somebody mentioning police incompetence? This means that cops are going after easy pickings. They're not really trying to get the bad guys. This is why there are hundreds of thousands of unsolved crimes and only 1% of them are getting solved. At this point, cops are worthless. I believe the people without the police can do a better job of actually catching criminals. If you don't believe me, check out some of the predator poaching channels. There's one in particular out of San Diego that caught over 300 predators in 1 year. That's more than San Diego Police Department had done in over 5 years. That's proof that we the people can actually do a better job than these cops. The problem is when you try to do something like that, they'll call you vigilantes. They'll create names for you to make you look bad. That's why they don't want you carrying guns when you're out there. That's why they actually hate the Second Amendment. These cops contradict everything that they're supposed to stand for. It's an embarrassment. It's a crying shame. We have other countries making fun of us because of the way police act here in this country. What a disgrace, folks. We the people need to fix what's happening in policing in America. It looks like the cop watch and First Amendment auditing community has already come to that realization. Always record the police, folks. Freedom of the press is part of your First Amendment right. You do not need credentials or a press pass. You have the freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and freedom to petition your government for redress of grievances. Keep in mind that you were born with natural rights. These documents were written to limit the scope of authority that government has over we the people. Clearly, government is not here to help the people. They are only here to empower themselves and grow into a giant monster so that they can step on you every chance they get. It's time we work together. It doesn't matter if you're left or right, red or blue, black or white, gay or straight, man or woman, rich or poor, ugly or pretty. Let's all work together, folks. This is our country. Let's learn how to coexist. Once you learn your rights, you'll learn how to respect other people's rights, even if you don't agree with them. With that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you go subscribe to Eric Allred's channel. Bad cops create good activists, and I'm just here to point you in the right direction. All right, folks, thank you for tuning in. Peace.